today we have a lot of our kids that grew up off the reservation, and then they want to come home. They know this is home and they want to come back. And they're like stumbling around here trying to figure out how come there's no power at this area? How come there's not this place? How come there's no water over here? Well, you know, well, what part don't you understand? You've been away for a long time.
The Tohono O'odham Nation in Arizona has seen great change come across their land. Change that has made preserving their traditional way of life a challenge. Like most Native American cultures, they struggle with maintaining a balance of adapting to an evolving American landscape while still holding on to their native traditions and values.
Our elders lived to be in their hundreds, and they were strong all the way to the end. And a lot of it is they were strong because they were living in harmony with everything around and respecting.
In their struggle to maintain that balance came unforeseen obstacles. The Coolidge Dam, completed in 1928, distributed water of the Gila River and promised to provide water for everyone. Although promised for all, the new distribution of water left the Tohono O'odham's land dry and lifeless.
In the 1930s, there was one estimate. The tribe was growing about 1.6 million pounds of tepary beans every year, and that was just using the summer rain. In 2000, we couldn't get 100 pounds. You saw this trend from almost 100% food self-sufficiency to 100% food dependency.
The O'odham people were left to rely on government-distributed food such as cheese, white flour, refined sugar, and canned goods. These rations helped them survive, but at the cost of the O'odham's health.
In 1960, no tribal members here had ever had diabetes, type 2 diabetes or adult onset diabetes. Today, there's one estimate from the National Institutes for Health that it's about 70% of adults and kids as young as 6 years old.
There's very few kids that are born big and overweight that's maintained that way. A lot of times they'll lose their baby fat, they'll get thin, and then we nurture them back to that overweight.
Because of these health concerns, the O'odham people are beginning to revive the traditional practices, allowing them to live in balance, physically and spiritually.
Most of the O'odham Himdag, or the O'odham culture, is really an agriculture. Songs, ceremonies, legends, all of that is really based in the food system. And so as the agriculture declined, so did a lot of the cultural practices. So the food system is really the basis for both physical wellness as well as cultural wellness.
So spiritual is living, appreciating this Mother Earth that we walk on, the land, and then the animals that are on the land, the plants and all of that, and then people, and then the air that we breathe, all of this. Ultimately in life, I feel that that's life's purpose is to fulfillment. You got to be fulfilled in order to have that balance. And when you are fulfilled to have that balance, then everything else kind of just takes care of itself. And so you're in line with all of that. What I used to hear and I heard elders say about him ko mai hai chuknut or dada go out there and learn what there is to learn out in the world and come back and teach us.